welcome. This is MrEarling and Lineman, and
Oh, I
we are
see.
starting another day of Agrarian Skies recording.
Another
Hello, Mr.
day.
Lineman.
Yeah, I see this is now your world, as you called it. Whatever. Okay, we're back. What are we doing? The base has been changed a lot as I'm flying up here. Uh, where do we want to start?
Yeah, it's just a quick overview. Um, well, I think you were last working on your AE system and just got it totally decked out. So I don't know if you want to talk about that first or what.
Yeah, let's. Are these new? I don't remember the last time we recorded. All the barrels. AE has been changed. There's channels. It's complicated, and I hate it. Um, If you don't know, with AE, these cables, these basic ones, can only have 8 channels, which means like 8 buses or ME interfaces, whatever. And these dents can have more. It's a hassle. Anyways,
Yeah,
the ME controller is the main brain of it, and this thing can only accept 32 interfaces, let's say. Is it 32 total or 32 each side? I think it's total, right?
32 on the side, so every face of this thing can accept
Oh.
another 32.
Oh, okay. So, pretty sure this top one is full, even though it doesn't say it or something. So,
So I
but
noticed like under here, it just goes on down.
yeah, the way to counter that is you can just keep hooking up controller to controller to controller. So, basically, this second basement we have is probably just going to be filled with ME controllers. There's just deep storage
Yeah.
for stone because quarry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We do have one peer-to-peer channel that we haven't started using it yet, but
Peer to peer is a little bit weird. Like, we got the farm system set up all the way over here, and when you're connected to a peer to peer, everything over there, as far as I know, say if there's 6 machines, you connected to peer, it'll only read as one channel. Am I right?
yeah,
Okay.
you only use one channel to move that peer, and then the output just
So
can
yeah,
start over. So
these 5
we
channels
have
go through
5 channels
this
coming out there.
tunnel thingy and head all the way over to the ME controller, and the ME controller only reads it as one. But you got to make sure this line right here is not touching anything else. So it's a little bit of a pain.
Yeah, that part's a little screwy.
Yeah.
We made a big,
Oh,
this is a big multi-farm.
yeah, we finally got rid of
The
that old.
scale of them is huge. I couldn't believe how big it is on top.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's huge. Multi farms were always a little bit finicky, but we needed a better tree farm because the one over there was crap.
Yeah.
So we got this
So
thing now.
besides that, they work pretty much the same as old modded Minecraft before.
Yeah, all you need is some dirt, very few fertilizer. I mean, I think you put a stack in here like 3 days ago. It's only down to 40. Mainly just need dirt and, well, the saplings, they are fine, you know.
Oh,
And water, I think. Yeah, then you're good. Water, power, saplings.
okay. I guess
dirt.
I am running out of fertilizer.
And not
Yeah.
really. It's really slow.
I made like 4 stacks like when I started it. So
Oh, okay.
this is our cheese production. Makes
Yes.
water into salt and then salt and milk into cheese.
Yep. So we can eat cheeseburgers instead of hamburgers. And the cheeseburgers are used for a super secret project, which I accidentally did the other day. And we're
Yeah.
basically using cheeseburgers to power our quarry. We have a tesseract and a ender quarry in the deep dark, which I'll show in a bit. We have a culinary generator here that when you fill with a cheeseburger, let's say, it will produce a total of 63,000 and some odd RF, which we then have hooked up to the tesseract, which leads to the deep dark and the ender quarry. But we also have this energy cell as well. So, just for fun of it, we usually just fill this thing with cheeseburgers and let it go. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I don't know. I only have like 1 burger left.
Oh, here. I got some.
Cool. So
What
yeah, this is your power production on this side. All
Yeah, this
magma
is-
crucibles.
Yeah, it's pretty basic. You get crucibles, hook them up, send them to dynamos. Very basic. That's basically not any SkyBlock ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is all
And we
just
finally
covered.
got up to a resident energy cell too, so
Oh yeah, it
that
helped.
got us
Yeah,
a
we've
little
got
bit
a
more power.
bunch of energy cells just thrown around the base because we don't have room for them or don't need them. It kind of sucks that you can't upgrade the redstone into resonant. You know? You know how this
Oh
one
yeah.
can't upgrade to resonant? You have to make a whole new one, so that's kind of annoying. Did I show off the crafting or how crafting works? Not
No.
sure. Okay. So crafting has been changed. In the original Applied Energistics, you had to build this big multi-block structure, fill it with like crafting CPUs and storage for the patterns. Yeah, they decided to scrap that. I kind of like that thing, but now you have to build these molecular assemblers, which are pretty straightforward to build. Some quartz glass, some cores, and iron and thing. And basically, these assemblers are the crafting CPUs. So, like, each assembler can craft, like, one item at a time. The interface... Here, I'll just break this. This stores my patterns. As you can see, there are patterns in here. So,
Right.
you know, so this one can store... Each one stores up to 9 patterns. I think that's 9. Yeah. So you throw your patterns in here, and basically your system knows how to craft. As you can tell, I can like craft. Okay, we're back. Erling's back. He disappeared for a second. So, as I left off, let me shut off my phone volume. So unprofessional today. You getting phone calls and everything. Can't even turn my phone off.
That's
This is
right.
great. Okay, so as I was saying, the molecular assemblers, the interfaces hold the patterns. And so if we go to the crafting terminal, just so I can show you, I craft books, 4K storage cells, all the like. But for me to put the patterns into it, I could set up a pattern and break the glass and throw it in the interface, but that's a very annoying process. So up here we have 2 terminals for that. We have a pattern terminal, which makes said pattern. So I'll just make this chest pattern. You up here? Oh, wait for you.
Coming.
Pattern terminal, it makes the chest pattern. Then we throw it in the interface.
Oh, that's right
Yeah.
there.
The interface terminal, which reads all the interfaces hooked up in the system. And as you can see, I have 5 molecular assemblers, and they're filled with patterns. These are all patterns if I pick them up. So I can throw the chest in there, and it'll go apply it to the last assembler. And that's about it for the crafting. A little bit easier, a little bit harder, I guess, because you have to build the assemblers, and it's not one big multi-block structure anymore. So you need some more space, and that kind of interferes with the channels. So, balances out, I guess. Oh, and to clear a pattern, just shift right click it. Put it back. Is that about it for AE? I think we did a brief summary of it.
Think so.
Can you think of anything else?
Yeah. Well, it is a little bit different with the with how you access the patterns and how you put them in. I like the interface terminal for that.
Yeah, it is nice because
that's a nice change.
before I'd have to build a pattern builder and then just go down to the big block and throw it in there. Everything else with AE works the same. You just gotta balance it around channels now. And you could build dense cables and just fill your base with dense cables, but these get kind of expensive. Because dense cables cost covered cables, and it's a little bit expensive. But mind you, you can't just put a dense cable on the top of like the ME controller and it be set. You'd have to go through the entire line. So this really doesn't work. Well, actually, a little bit does.
I think it's the most cost effective if you branch off as much as you can from like where the main controller is.
Yeah, if you use those up.
That way you're
yeah.
And use only like 8 channels at a time wherever you can.
But I'm not going to do that because I don't like that and I'm not really organized. So I'll just throw a bunch of controllers down there and have a bunch of dense cabling going around because I'm too lazy. Everything else, though, works the same. The buses... Oh, yeah. Let me find those. There's an import bus of mine. Or...
Can't do something better than this ladder.
I know. So bad. Looking for a bus. I don't know where I put them.
This is like the soul sand maker. I don't think we're actually making any more soul sand because it's
full.
Like we've maxed out on it.
Yeah. Oh wait, here we go. I found a bus. So here's like an export bus, and on the side, these 4 little slots. These are upgrades you can put in. Cards, and each one does something different. Capacity gives more, speed, all that junk. If you didn't know, like with the cards.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Those little cards.
The only ones I've used so far is capacity, crafting, and acceleration. That's about it. Overall, AE, like, it's been balanced, to say the least. Put in the simplest terms, it's been balanced. Because before, things got a little bit hectic with the amount of cabling you could run and whatnot. Okay, I think that's it for AE. Shall we?
Yeah, pretty
Shall we
much.
go to your realm of magic now, or?
Sure. Well, we have a pair of boots for you that we're gonna enchant. That
Yes.
yeah, like my Thaumcraft room has grown considerably.
This is basically an entire episode of explaining magic. So we got jars of junk.
Yeah.
More jars of junk. Golems. Jars of more colored junk and a spa. So that's Thaumcraft in a nutshell, I think. I'm not actually sure. I think that's a good enough summary.
Well, I've gained so much warp that it's like making me insane. So I need like this spa thing to like put a buff on me.
So now when you deal with Thaumcraft, if you do, I guess, the forbidden magics, or I really have no damn clue. But anyways, you have a sanity stat, and the lower it gets, the more insane you get, and that usually means Eldritch Guardian spawn and ruin our day, because Erling wanted to do Thaumcraft. But he goes in the spa and he becomes sane again, so I don't really know. I stick to machines.
Yeah.
And we got some wand junk, some nodes, floating orbs of magic, more junk. Floating cube.
Oh, speaking of which, I wanted to make this energized. Been working on that node for quite a while. I've been collecting more nodes to combine with it. All I really need to do is add this redstone block, and we're going to energize it and see if it's worth crack-a-lacking.
Sure.
So this is my big node, but it's like well drained because my wand recharge pedestal is up there. I hope it just doesn't break it, but...
Oh, okay. So he put block on here, lightning happens, and magic. That's about as much as I know what he said. For people who know Thaumcraft, probably have a clue what you're doing.
Not sure exactly how long this process works, but it will.
Okay.
On the map itself, like near the void, is more nodes. So once you get a jetpack and a safe way to get out there, and an angel block, and oh yeah, we should show the translocators.
So
are in my backpack.
Basically, Erling has been teleporting nodes with is that blood magic? I'm not actually sure what mod that's from.
Yeah.
So
this guy here, let's actually get this one out of the way. I got one right here.
Okay.
This is a blood magic teleposer. You make it with like an ender pearl.
Here, let me look. Oops.
Yeah, pretty simple recipe, and the actual teleposition focus is made with
cheap.
In a tier 4 blood altar with the ender pearl. Really cheap.
So here, I'll stand on and be the test subject. So you make one of those things. He's got a teleportation focus thingy, and then you link it. So you right click this one, you right click wherever the other block is. I think he's over there, and you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it down here.
You apply a redstone signal to it, and then magic happens.
Got my.
Once he sets it up.
Put the focus inside, and then ready for teleport.
And there you go. See, teleported. And this goes across any distance and through dimensions as well. And that's how we got that thing over there. We'll show in a second.
So now I got my energized node created.
It's shiny and kind of looks like a sun. But, okay. I don't know what it does.
This thing charged. Well, this doesn't actually charge that method anymore.
No.
I basically broke it.
Okay, that's cool.
So this wand can't get energy from the one under the redstone block anymore.
That's cool. Okay. So the wands are now useless. Good job.
Not totally. I still have other nodes, but we did set up a repair enchant. So in the artifice tab down in the corner,
look at
there's infusion enchanting. So you can actually make repair enchantment through Thromcraft just using this. So I've already set this up. We just have to smack it with the wand.
And hope for the best. Ow, ow. Why did I stand in this? It's hurting you.
It needs levels.
Oh, well, I'm out.
To complete it. Just like an enchantment, except it steals it from your soul.
Oh, that's nice.
Crap.
Let's see. We got... This is breaking.
Oh, it's knocked off the anvil.
Oh, put the anvil back on.
I don't see it anymore.
Ow. I don't actually know what's hurting me. Oh, taint. Yep. Are my boots gone?
That went really wrong. No, I got your boots back, but...
I'll go make another anvil and try again.
Where did the anvil go?
I don't know, I'm just making a new one. There you go, anvil. I wish I had more experience to give it, but...
That's the thing. Maybe we didn't have the experience to actually complete it.
Yep.
Which requires how much?
Let's break this real fast. This will probably help with experience. The Magnum Torch.
You need 12 levels.
Wow, we didn't even have that?
I have 5.
I think I had like 2. Where can we get experience real fast?